I extend a warm welcome to all of you, and in particular to Sri Ravi Shankar, who needs no introduction in any part of the world. His contributions to humanity are well recognized by different countries and international organizations. It's indeed our pleasure to have you with us this evening. The United Nations General Assembly has declared June 21st as the International Day of Yoga. In the words of Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, yoga is an invaluable gift of India's ancient tradition. It embodies unity of mind and body, thought and action, restraint and fulfillment, harmony between man and nature, a holistic approach to health and well-being. It is not about exercise, but to discover the sense of oneness with yourself, the world, and the nature. By changing our lifestyle and creating consciousness, it can help us to deal with major problems like climate change. On December 11th, India introduced the draft resolution in the UN General Assembly. The draft resolution received unprecedented broad support from 177 countries and was adopted unanimously. The Government of India is planning to celebrate the first International Day of Yoga in all the countries around the world, including United States. Sri will be leading the initiative in New York. We are delighted to start the series of International Day of Yoga events in the United States with Sri Ravi Shankar sharing his thoughts on nurturing peace through yoga and meditation this evening. I would like to mention that on June 21st, 2015, a number of organizations are coming together with the embassy to hold a day-long event at the mall for the International Yoga Day. A series of activities involving various yoga asanas, Indian dances and music, and a special video message from Prime Minister would be played. We invite all of you to join in the celebrations at this landmark venue to support yoga, which is the key to harmony and peace in the humanity. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to Sri Ravi Shankar. Dhanyavad.
The topic is very broad, nurturing peace. In order to understand peace, we need to understand what's the problem, why we want peace. Is peace a natural state? If you ask a baby, you want peace or a lollipop, he would go for lollipop. I see Swami Vivekananda's picture here. And I remember an incident that seemed to have occurred, that I have heard a story about him. Once a professor in London asked Swami Vivekananda, asked all the students, Swami Vivekananda is one of them. And so he asked Swami Vivekananda, suppose if there is a book of wisdom or some money on the floor, what you would pick up? So Swami Vivekananda said, I would pick up money. Then the professor really made a fun of, look, you don't value wisdom, you are picking up money. You know what Swami Vivekananda said? Sir, you only pick up what you don't have. So the professor said, I would pick up the book of wisdom. So Swami Vivekananda said, you know, you only pick up what you don't have. Children have no value for peace. You know why? Because they have it. They have peace in their heart. They cry, next moment they are able to smile, they are able to laugh. The tears are still there. The tears have not yet dried, but they are able to put a smile on their face again. But we as adults have lost this elasticity. Yoga is to bring that elasticity in our mind, not just in our body. Unfortunately, today yoga means just making your body more elastic. It's considered as just gymnastic, just a health thing. No, The founder of yoga has said, what's the purpose of yoga? He said, Heyam dukkha managatam. To prevent the misery before it even arrives. This is the purpose of yoga. Of course, bodily ailments is one of them. So if you keep exercising, and of course you can avoid many physical ailments that might land up with us, you know. Or that may make us land up in doctor's place. So this being just one of them. The other aspect of yoga is to bring skill in action. Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita said, Yogaha karmasu kaushalam. Skill in action, skill in communication. To be able to communicate from your heart, the heart-to-heart talk, soul-to-soul talk. You know, we communicate more through our presence than through our words. Have you thought about it? I'm sure we all have experienced this, right? Someone may stand and talk on love for 2 hours, but a baby, with one glance, it can communicate the same message. Or a puppy at home, a dog will jump around you and communicate that what could not be communicated through hours of talks and words. Yoga is skill in communication. Yoga is the skill to relate to people. Just imagine if Saddam Hussein had better skill to communicate with George Bush and vice versa. Wouldn't the world would have been a better place? Yeah? You know, if we had communicated that he doesn't really have any weapons of mass destructions in the right proper manner, in the right manner, the scenario would have been much different. And what we have landed up today is much worse than where we were 10 years ago. Do you all agree with me? We may have different opinions, but nobody can deny that wars begin with communication breakdown. Am I correct? Any war anywhere in the world is a sign of breakdown of communication, or very clearly exhibits lack of communication skills. When words do not convince, then we try to do it with weapons. And weapons don't work. We try to come back to words, which really doesn't work. So we keep going down this catch-22 situation. We keep going on this roller coaster. In this roller coaster, then more conflicts, and as a result of it, more gun stores and more fear and lack of confidence starts popping up in the planet everywhere. We definitely don't want such an atmosphere for our children.